All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we got to talk about a model by the name of Bri Teresi who severed ties with a lingerie company by the name of Honey Birdette. Now, I had never heard of this brand before. You know, if it ain't Victoria's Secret, I don't know nothing, nothing else too much about that area of business. But she severed ties with them after they did an ad campaign with a man wearing female lingerie. After seeing that, she decided to part ways with the company whose slogan once was a brand made by women for women, whose slogan now is a brand for all. So you can call this a case of go woke, go broke, or a case of you go woke and you piss off your core customer base. I'm really starting to wonder, do these companies have some sort of data that is pushing them to do this? Or is it just, you know, a few woke employees, you know, high up in the company or, you know, part of the marketing team that are making these decisions? Because in spite of all of the outrage that we seeing, you know, we just saw what happened with Bud Light, and we seen what happened with Nike, everybody who partnered with Dylan Mulvaney, people are just doubling down on this stuff. So I don't know, but we're about to get into this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe while we watching. Now let's roll it.
Honey Birdette posted this photo of Jake Dupree. Fashion model Bri Teresi says she will no longer model or promote woke brands.
Bri Teresi joins us now to explain why. Bri, thank you so much for being here. Why did you break ties with this lingerie brand, which originally described itself as by women for women, but now is called a brand for all, apparently?
Yep, you can see it right there. A luxury lingerie brand created by women for women to a luxury lingerie brand for all. So now they have went full inclusive.
Hi, Dagan. Hi, Sean. Thank you so much for having me on your show today. Yeah, so I was definitely surprised when Honey Birdette about 10 days ago decided to post this image of a biological male modeling women's lingerie. When I saw this, I was infuriated because I knew that a woman had been robbed of an opportunity and a job because of this, and I find it absolutely hysterical that this brand claims to be created by women for women, yet is robbing women of opportunities. So when I saw that, I immediately had to comment on the post, and it gained a little bit of traction, and I started seeing a lot of people on both sides agreed with what I had to say. So I knew I needed to take a stand and stop working with them. I worked with them online for about 3 years approximately. They sent me probably about $40,000 worth of lingerie. Their stuff is very high in quality and very, it's a luxury brand, so it's very expensive, and I will no longer be modeling any of their clothing or posting it on the my Instagram account.
Good for you, Bri. And you know, Honey Birdette gave us this statement saying, while Honey Birdette occasionally sends lingerie as gifts to influencers and celebrities, we have never contracted this person as a model, actually referring to you, Bri, brand partner, or anything involving a formal agreement. Since inception, Honey Birdette has always supported the LGBTQ+ community and empowering women, and we disagree with anyone attacking our inclusive values. So, Bri, that was their statement in regard to you coming on the show tonight. But I find it interesting, inclusive values, to your point, they're excluding a woman from a job for modeling lingerie, number one. But number two, what woman, I'm not a woman, but what woman would say, I want to buy your lingerie because a man is wearing it?
So the statement that they gave, and I'm going to pull that back up on the screen really quick so we could all see it. Since the inception, Honey Birdette has always supported the LGBTQ+ community and empowering women, and we disagree with anyone attacking our inclusive values. So they pretty much saying, in response to the backlash that they got from Bri Teresi commenting and not supporting the company no more, they pretty much saying, all right, Bri Teresi, cool, see you later, we don't care. We're going to stick with our inclusive values. Now, I understand that as far as lingerie companies go, I know that lingerie companies typically do use, you know, more slim, slender women, you know, to advertise their product. And I get it. I understand that every woman doesn't look like that. But at least when a woman sees a woman in lingerie, they still looking at a woman. You know, whether you're a bit bigger, whether you're a bit curvier, no matter what it is, you're still looking at a woman in lingerie at the end of the day. But to my guy's point right here, what woman is going to see this and say, what woman is going to look at a man in lingerie and say, you know what, I need that? Like, I don't understand. And that's why I said, I'm wondering, is this some data that these companies have, some shell-shocking data or something going around that is leading them to think that this is the move? Because so many companies are deciding to jump on this, you know, on this drag train, the trans woman train, they all jumping on it. And in response to these companies getting more woke or more inclusive, whatever you want to call it, you have more people standing up and speaking out against it, because where they once felt like they were being represented, they don't feel that no more, because these companies are going too inclusive, too woke.
Including a woman from a job for modeling lingerie, number one. But number two, what woman, I'm not a woman, but what woman would say, I want to buy your lingerie because a man is wearing it?
Yes, that comment was hilarious. They know they've worked with me. They have sent me loads of emails and messages. It's actually hilarious. They actually blocked me on Instagram because they claim to, be for women, yet they want to silence women. And yes, I mean, this is exactly what's wrong with wokeness. Wokeness is a disease, and as a disease, when you go woke, you will go broke. Just like Bud Light has seen, Honey Birdette as well will lose customers because their target audience is no longer going to be purchasing lingerie that's modeled by a male.
Well, Bri, it's also the language that they used in that statement about you is that this attack, that, anyone who attacks the values, no, it's just saying I'm a woman and you were a brand by women for women. And if a woman has an issue with that, that's not an attack. It's a statement, period.
Yeah, sorry to cut Bri off right there, but quick point. Bri Teresi has been working with this company for the past 3 years, she said. So when she joined the company, when she partnered up with them, she joined when the slogan was a company made by women for women. So I'm guessing that's something that made the women who partnered up with this company feel like they were doing something good for women. This was a woman-made, woman empowerment type of brand. So when you completely do a 180, when you flip-flop and switch up, you throw out the old slogan and say a brand for all, and you see men wearing lingerie in a company that was supposed to be by women for women, of course that's going to rub women the wrong way. And if you don't take a stand like Bri Teresi did and you just go with it, then that must imply that you're okay with it. And Bri Teresi just isn't okay with it. So yeah, to use language like attacked is crazy, because they could say that they feel attacked or whatever by Bri Teresi, which is just, which is BS. But what they did was completely turn on people like Bri Teresi and all of the customers and models that felt like they were a part of a women's empowerment type of brand.
Yes, the language they chose, it's ridiculous, because once again, it's a company that's gone woke, that's excluding women. They are trying to get rid of women entirely. I truly believe this. We've seen this obviously with Bud Light. We've seen this with Tampax now using Dylan Mulvaney as a spokesperson because, biological males menstruate, I guess. So we are seeing this with all of these brands. But the thing is, and the way that we can combat this is by no longer supporting these brands. So yes, it's great that I'm standing up for women, but at the end of the day, money talks. And if we can stop supporting and giving our money to these woke companies, that's the only way we can combat this.
Bri, thank you so much for being here. Bri Teresi, be well.
Thank you.
All right, guys, so that's it for the video. Like she said, money does talk. And I think the boycott of Bud Light really did put that on display, that money talks. And, these companies going full woke, I think it opens up a space for companies who want to appeal to, a customer base of people who are, more conservative, more traditional, whatever you want to call it, just not woke. So they could go as woke as they want to go, but the people who are customers to these brands and the models and ambassadors who are sponsored by these brands, they also have power, because you can uproot and take your money somewhere else. You can leave the brand like Bri Teresi did and go partner up with a brand who is more in line with your values. You have power to do that, and they're going to have to respond. They're going to have to respond to that, because money talks. But that's all I got for you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe on your way out the door. Let me know what you thought about this in the comments down below. And until next time, you guys, I'm out of here. Peace.